My wife cheated with 5 guys and tried to pass off the baby as mine. Here's how it all unfolded. Throwaway for obvious reasons. I am 35, have been married to my wife Jasmine, F32, for 8 years. We met in college, had what I thought was a solid relationship, 2 dogs, a nice house in the suburbs, the whole package. But about a year ago, things started feeling off. She was distant, always on her phone, coming home late from girls' nights or work events. I tried talking to her, but she'd brush it off as stress from her job. Then, a few months back, she announced she was pregnant. I was excited at first, we'd talked about kids, but something didn't sit right. The timing was suspicious, we'd been using protection religiously because we weren't ready yet. I started paying more attention. One night, while she was in the shower, her iPhone buzzed with notifications, and since it's synced to her laptop, which was open on the kitchen table, I glanced over. What I saw shattered everything. Messages from not 1, but 5 different guys: Jerome, Tyrone, Kamar, Malik, and Michael. All black guys she'd met through some app or work connections, I guess. The chats were explicit: photos, videos, plans to meet up. She'd been seeing them all behind my back for months, rotating them like some kind of schedule. The worst part: discussions about the pregnancy. She wasn't sure who the father was, but she was dead set on pinning it on me. He'll never know, she texted one of them. We'll just raise it as ours. I was devastated, furious, but I played it cool. Didn't confront her. Instead, I started planning. I knew I had to end this cleanly, on my terms. Divorce was a given, but those guys, they didn't deserve to walk away scot-free after wrecking my life. I dug deeper into her messages, got their numbers, addresses, the works. Turns out they all knew about each other vaguely but were competitive over her. She'd been pitting them against one another for fun. The baby was due any day now. I decided the night it happened would be the night everything changed. I set up a fake meetup, texting each from a burner phone pretending to be Jasmine. Told them she wanted one last group thing before the baby, at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Said it was a surprise, and the winner, who impressed her most, would get to be the real dad or some bullshit like that. They all bit. Ego is a hell of a drug. That's where I'm at now. She's in early labor, heading to the hospital soon. I'm running errands, but really setting this up. If anyone has advice on how to stay calm, hit me up. I'll update if things go down. Update 1. The meetup and what went down. Holy shit, guys. I can't believe I'm typing this from my car, hands still shaking. Okay, deep breath. So, last night, Jasmine's water broke around 8 p.m. She called me in a panic, but I was already out, grabbing her hospital bag from the car, code for heading to the warehouse. I told her I'd meet her there soon, to go ahead with her sister. I got to the warehouse first. It's this old industrial spot, chain link fence, broken windows, the works, perfect for no witnesses. I'd scouted it days ago. Set up some dim lights, a fake, romantic, setup with blankets and shit to sell the Jasmine ruse. One by one, they showed up. Jerome first, big guy, cocky smirk. Then Tyrone, built like a tank. Kamar rolled in next, flashy clothes. Malik and Michael arrived together, already trash-talking. I stayed hidden in the shadows at first, watching. Texted them all from the burner. Jasmine's running late, but she wants you to prove who's the best. Fight for it. Winner takes all. I know it sounds insane, but these dudes were already amped up on jealousy from her games. Jerome laughed it off at first, but Tyrone threw the first punch, calling him out for some old slight Jasmine had mentioned. It escalated fast, fists flying, bottles breaking. Kamar grabbed a pipe from the floor, Malik pulled a knife. Michael tried to play peacemaker but got jumped. It was chaos. They were tearing each other apart, screaming about who deserved her more, whose kid it probably was. Blood everywhere. I didn't have to lift a finger at first, they did the work for me. Jerome bashed Tyrone's head against a wall, crack, down. Kamar stabbed Malik in the gut during a grapple. Michael clocked Kamar from behind with a brick, but then Jerome turned on him. It was like a goddamn gladiator pit. When it started winding down, 3 down, 2 barely standing, I stepped in. I'd brought a bat for backup. Jerome was winded, bleeding from the mouth. Michael was clutching his side. One swing to Jerome's knee, he crumpled. Finished him with a few more. Michael charged, but he was weak, dodged and cracked his skull. Checked pulses. All gone. Wiped down anything I touched, gloves on the whole time, dragged bodies deeper into the wreckage, set a small fire in a corner with some trash to make it look like a gang thing gone wrong. Cops will probably rule it as mutual combat or some drug deal, no ties to me. Heart pounding, I hauled ass out of there. Drove like a maniac to the hospital, hitting 90 on the highway. Got there just as she was in delivery. Walked in calm as hell, papers in hand. More in the next update. Nurses are eyeing me weird. Update 2. The hospital confrontation and serving papers. Alright, picking up where I left off. I screeched into the hospital parking lot around 10:30 p.m., tires smoking. Adrenaline was through the roof. I could still smell the blood on my clothes, but I'd changed into spares in the car. Walked into the maternity ward like nothing happened, flashed my ID, said I was the husband. Jasmine was in the delivery room, mid-push, sweating and screaming. Her sister was there holding her hand, doctors and nurses buzzing around. I timed it perfect, waited until the baby was crowning. Stepped up to the bed, leaned in close so only she could hear it first. "Hey, babe," I said, all smiles for the room. Then whispered, "I know about Jerome, Tyrone, Kamar, Malik, and Michael. Read every message. This kid ain't mine." Her eyes went wide, face pale even through the pain. She tried to play dumb, gasping, "What? No, honey, it's yours," but I cut her off. Pulled out the divorce papers I'd had a lawyer draw up weeks ago, citing infidelity and fraud. Slapped them on the tray next to her. "Sign these, or I'll tell everyone right now. Cops too, about how you tried to trap me with someone else's bastard." The room went silent except for her groans. Doctor asked if everything was okay. I said, "Just family business." Her sister started freaking, but Jasmine, between contractions, scribbled her name, tears streaming, begging me to stay. Baby came out right then. Healthy boy, but dark-skinned, curly hair. No denying it. Nurses cooed over him, but I just nodded, said, "Congrats," and walked out. Drove straight to a shitty motel off the interstate. Checked in under a fake name, Cash. Room smells like stale smoke, but whatever. Grabbed a six-pack from a gas station, flipped on the TV. Old Looney Tunes marathon, Bugs Bunny outsmarting everyone. Cracked a beer, sank into the bed. Felt free. No more lies, no more bullshit. Those guys are gone, she's alone with her choices. Cops might investigate the warehouse, but I covered tracks. No cameras, no prints, alibis from errands, with timestamps far away. One more update coming once I process this. Feels surreal. Update 3. Wrapping it up, motel reflections and moving on. Last update, folks. Been holed up in this motel for a few hours now, nursing my third beer. Cartoons are still blasting. Daffy Duck getting blown up, always comes back. Kinda poetic. Outside, sirens in the distance, probably unrelated, but my mind races. Check the news app. Nothing yet on the warehouse. Give it till morning. Thinking back, the plan came together faster than I expected. Once I saw those messages, it was like a switch flipped. I wasn't gonna be the chump raising some other dude's kid while she laughed behind my back. Faking the meetup was genius. Let their egos do the heavy lifting. Watching them turn on each other. Brutal, but satisfying. Jerome went down swinging, Tyrone folded quick. Kamar and Malik bled out slow, Michael begged at the end. Only I walked away. Hospital scene replays in my head. Jasmine's face when she saw the papers, priceless. Kid looks just like one of them. Paternity test would have been a formality anyway. Her sister's calling my phone non-stop, blocked. Lawyer says divorce will sail through. Prenup protects my assets, no alimony since she cheated. I'll sell the house, move states, start fresh. Dogs come with me. Sitting here, beer cold, cartoons dumb and hilarious. No regrets. Life's too short for betrayal. If you're in a similar spot, don't simmer, act. But cover your ass. Awesome.